Hello,
Hello.
everyone. Welcome back to my show, Angelic Everett Show. I am your host, Angelique Sassy Diva Everett. I had to kind of change my name a little bit. This is my artistic expression episode and getting to know family episode as well of my show and YouTube channel. I got to sit and chat with my special guest and newest friend, and I guess I'm just gonna have to say my cousin, Angel Lee. I love that name, by the way. She brings a unique vision to life, weaving artistry into creation. She is a founder, creative director, and a weaver for exclusively Elisa Brown Collective. I hope I said that right.
It's okay. You got it.
I kind of had to put your mission a little bit in the intro when I introduced you. So
Okay.
I hope that was all right.
It's fine.
Hello, Angel Lee. It's nice to finally get to meet you.
Good morning, family. How are you today?
I've been hearing a lot of stuff about you. Okay, so
Okay.
a
Hope
lot of
it's
good
all
stuff.
good.
A lot of good stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
So tell me about Angel Lee.
Tell you about Angel Lee. Well, pretty much let me tell you how the name arrived. It started out with me and a friend. I was doing an event and he just started calling me Angel for some reason. That wasn't my name, but he just started calling me Angel. So I was like, okay, I kind of like that. And then the Lee part came from my brother in law who calls me Lily. So we just came up with the name Angel Lee. So I use that as my pen name now for everything that I do.
Oh, okay. I really like that name. It's very unique.
Thank you.
It's kind of like my name a little bit, except
Yep.
mine spelled with an E though.
Yes,
So,
indeed. See there? See that family connection?
oh yeah, family Napoli. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Okay. So, what do you do as the creative director?
As a creative director, I do a lot of things. Right now, I am working on my foundation, which is called Angel Lee Angels Foundation. And basically, what that is, I'm creating book nooks in our community. They're wellness book nooks. They're going to be in community centers, shelters, um, anything you could, anywhere you can possibly think of that we need to get our kids involved in reading again, because basically what I feel like is happening, kids are just on social media all the time and they forget what
Mhm.
it's like to read a book, to take that adventure, to use their imagination. So I'm very, very focused on getting our kids back into the reading, the habit of reading again, because they're lost. I feel like our kids are lost today, and they lost a lot during COVID.
I definitely agree about that. 'Cause what I've been doing, I know I'm on social media a lot. I got a lot of social media accounts, but I would tell you, like, it's a good thing you mentioned about that. I can put that in my positive energy corner. I've been kind of uh, distracting myself watching TV a lot more than on social media. So I put the phone up, go on the charger, and I'm tuning to watch TV a lot more. So.
It's well needed. We need to do that. We need to take some time for ourselves. If it's an hour a day, just shut off all of our electronic equipment that we may have and sit down and reflect.
I definitely agree about that. And you gave me the idea to put that in my positive energy corner too. So I'm definitely going to do that.
Okay.
But yes, I agree with you about that. I'm actually thinking about writing my third book. I'm envisioning my third book. It's going to be on forgiveness, but I also wanted to kind of talk about the distractions with the cell phone and that too. So,
Exactly.
yes.
I mean, to me, the
Reading,
distraction.
the
Go ahead.
reading part though, I, I'm actually getting into a book, a good book. So I
Mhm.
kind of been doing, I'm getting back into reading too. So
It's like back to basics. It's like everybody is getting back to basics, getting back to things that we did growing up as little kids. We didn't have all these gadgets and gadgets. So everything that we did was based on using our imagination, from playing outside to sitting down reading a good book, just family time together. And I think we've lost that, and we definitely need to get back to that.
I agree about that. That my grandma just passed and my uncle, I don't even sit and really eat really with nobody. It's just me. So,
Hmm.
but I definitely agree about that though. What are your duties and responsibilities as the founder of Exclusively?
But exclusively by Angel Lee. So my duties are anything and everything. So I am the founder of my LLC. I am the founder of my foundation. So when it comes to being very creative, I come up with all the ideas in reference to things that I want to do, things that I want to do in the community to show them that I believe that everybody has talent. I mean, that's just me. I believe everybody can write. I believe everybody can read. So with the wellness book nooks, it gives people opportunities, adults and children, to sit down, read a book, or sit down and create a piece of artwork, or sit down and start writing again. Because as we know, they took out cursive writing in our school systems. So basically, I'm like, come on, let's get back to what we know. I said, kids need to know how to cursive write, but I just want them to use their imagination. So actually, that's what everything that I do is about children, mostly adults too. But when I create, I always think of children, from my artwork to my fedora hats to whatever, because it's all about color for me. So when I think of bright colors, I think of kids.
I definitely agree. That's why I wanted to do a children's book for kids. So
Hmm.
yes, but I do other stuff too. So I do poetry. So
Okay, I got to keep that in
yes.
mind because I had just had a poetry slam not too long ago. See that family?
What?
Yes.
You sound like a really good friend of mine. A really good friend of mine. He's a pastor of
Hmm.
my church, and he actually do a poetry slam, and it's uh, like the first, I think, like the ever first poetry slam in Buffalo, and
Hmm.
he got all these poets and everything that come out and just freestyle, and then he be inviting me all the time. And you know next time when you come, you got to do some poetry now too. I want to hear some.
Exactly.
But yes, I do write poetry, so yes.
Okay, darling. Keeping that all up here. Okay.
And I'm also a playwright too. I actually written two plays that were performed. So
You know what? We have so much in common. Oh my goodness. We're gonna
um,
talk. We're gonna talk. We're gonna
okay,
talk.
but that's the reason why we're family. That's why.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I'm actually thinking about oh yeah, really good for them. I see the director of Unique Theater. And she had the idea of doing my first book as a stage play for the
Oh,
kids.
that's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have you a part of my Get Lit series. I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait. Okay. How did you get into weaving?
Okay, when you say weaving, what are you referring to?
Okay. Well, since I asked, what do you do for exclusively? Uh, I was looking at your website and it said you're a weaver. So what kind of weaving do you do?
Well, it's not when you say weaving, I'm not a weaver. Okay. So
Okay.
Like, I'm not a weaver. I'm an artist.
Mhm.
I
I guess
create
what kind of artistic things do you do? I
okay,
found
well
that.
okay. Well, basically, I'm an artist, and when I paint actually, I have a painting behind me, I don't know if you could see it.
Ooh, I
When I
like
when I
okay.
paint, um, I don't paint faces.
Oh,
And the
okay.
reason I don't paint faces is because when you look at the artwork, I want you to imagine yourself in that artwork. So it's a representation of everyone. So I just don't paint faces. And I use a lot of vibrant colors. I use a lot of fabrics, any type of uh, things that I find. I'm just like, I'm going to include that in my artwork because I want the artwork to speak to you. So basically, I try to think outside the box.
I definitely agree about that. See, at the beginning, you kind of cleared that up for me about the whole weaving thing. I'm like, okay,
I'm like, I'm not a weaver.
okay, okay. Oh, how many years have you been doing exclusively?
So my story is kind of funny. All my life, I've done stuff in reference to event planning, far as parties and different things like that, weddings, you name it. In reference to exclusively by Angel Lee, this all started when a friend of mine that I met at a poetry slam that I was having, she stated to me that she had an art gallery, but it actually wasn't an art gallery, it was just an empty space. So I told her, I said, "Okay, let me see the space. We're gonna have a grand opening." So I was part of her grand opening, getting her going with her art gallery. And as I looked at the artwork that was part of the grand opening, I said to myself, I can do that. I mean, I just looked at it and said, I can do that. So from there, I had my first art show. I had it at her gallery space, had my first art show. It went, it was great. And I was kind of shocked. I was like, oh, okay, maybe you got a little something here. So from that, I decided that, you know what? I've always, written different things. I said, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to write a children's book. But then something stopped me and said, no, you're going to write a book of poetry first. So I collaborated with a friend, did a book of poetry. And I was like, okay, that's just not it for me. It's just something missing. And it was the children's books. So I wrote two children's books. But the crazy thing about it was when I wrote the books, I was like, I need somebody to illustrate my books. And a friend of mine said, no, you don't. You can do it yourself. And I was like, "Nah." So I ended up doing it myself. So I learned from it. It was hard. It was very hard, trying to illustrate your own books and then being a self-publisher, doing all that stuff, I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it it
yeah.
it was hard. It was hard, but it was a learning lesson, but the books turned out great. I had 2 book releases. The books are actually about me growing up as a little girl, going to the Broadway market with my grandmother and stuff. I mean, created a doll in reference to the books and everything. So from there, it just exclusively by Angel Lee began to grow. It began to grow into so many different things, from the creating the fedora hats, to creating shoe bags, to creating so many different things that I'm like, okay, I have a brand now. So I took it from there.
So what are it's good thing you mentioned about your book. So what are the names of your 2 books?
One is Little Brown Girl, and the second one is Little Brown Girl Lost at the Market. So
Ooh,
yeah, you said, "Ooh."
I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna have to check these out.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. But yeah, those are my 2 books. Everybody's waiting for a 3rd book, but it's crazy. I'm trying to finish another book that I have, and I'm like, "I'm gonna have to put that on hold." I'm like, "It doesn't happen that fast." It doesn't
Yeah, I
happen
do.
that fast.
You got to envision the book. That's what you gotta do first. So yes.
Mhm, mhm, yes.
And I mentioned about the book just because Leslie had told me about your first book.
Yes, yes.
I
She came
definitely
to
gotta
my
check.
book release. She
Yeah.
did I have pictures with her and everything. Yes, yes, indeed.
Yeah, I just had a book release for my second book.
I know. I'm telling you, I'm following you.
Okay, and I know Lindsay probably told you because she
She did.
can too, so.
She did. She did because I was like, I'm looking for book authors, and she sent me your information. I'm like, perfect. Yep, perfect. Hmm.
You know how she loves bragging about me.
Exactly. Exactly. Our
She's
favorite
Karen's
cousin.
cousin, so
Yep, our favorite cousin.
yes. Well, I mentioned about your books. So, oh, speaking, it's good that we're talking about it. Let me go back into your painting. So, do you
Okay.
sell your paintings?
Yes, I do. What I do is I said that I'm going to make affordable art because I feel like if you make affordable art, more people have it in their homes and word of mouth gets around. So instead of creating a piece for $5,000, I'll create a piece for $500. That's
Mhm.
more affordable for people. Plus, I take payment plans. So with me, if you purchase a piece of art from me, you take it home that day and you're just on a payment plan. So it works, for people opposed to people shelling out money all at once or people being able to afford things. I'm like, we're in a different economy now. Things is tight for everybody. So to share my work throughout, I say the world because my pieces are in, throughout the United States. I'm like, I make affordable art.
That's good. That's good to know. I definitely agree about that. That's like with my book and stuff. I made that affordable for people. So,
Exactly.
now, for some reason, I've been on your stuff, and since I do follow you, and I
Hmm.
found out that you do podcasting. So,
I do.
how did you get into podcasting?
Wow. So it started for me with radio. So I used to be a part of WDAP radio with David Allen. I'm not sure if you know David Allen.
I don't think so.
Okay, David is well known throughout the city. He worked for WFO, WBOK, but he's the one that started me off. He came to one of my events and he said to me, "You need to be on the radio." I'm like, "What? What?" So he had his own station. So it started off with radio. I had my own show, Real Talk with Angel Lee, on the radio. So after that, they had some, health problems and stuff. I was like, okay, I'll give that a rest. I took a class at the Apollo with Rob Lewis. And
Mhm.
Rob was like, "You need to come to TV. You need to do your own TV show." And I'm just like, "What?" That's my thing for everything. What? So that's how it happened. I'm like, okay, I'll just take Real Talk with Angel Lee to TV opposed to the radio. I'll interview guests within our city because there's a lot of people out there doing great things that people don't notice. I'm like, we notice the same people all the time. It's the same people over and over, but it's so many great people in the city of Buffalo that's doing wonderful things. So that was my thing. I'm reaching out to people that needs the light shined on them. And that's how I created my TV show.
Well, that's good. Well,
So yeah.
I figured to ask that question is because, and I know you probably already know because you follow me. I have my own podcast as well too.
Yes.
So when I saw that you do your podcast, I'm like, oh, I got to put this question in here.
Yes, most definitely.
So, why the name of your company?
Exclusively by Angel Lee, because everything is exclusive. Everything is original. When I paint, it's one of a kind. I don't make prints or anything like that, so you won't see it anywhere else. When I create fedoras, it's one of a kind. I feel like my story itself is one. It's just original, so it's exclusive.
And you already told me that about it. And you already told me your Angel Lee, which I love that name. It's
Mhm.
very refreshing when I heard that name. Uh,
Thank you.
which is really funny. In the short story, I met Hillary Clinton a long time ago,
Hmm.
and she called me Angel. I told her,
Okay.
I was like, well, that's not really my name, but you can.
Okay.
I told her you can name me anything, dog. So that's Lord. Uh, so, uh, so how do you make your hats?
Okay, what I do, basically is, I order fedoras, all different colors, all different shapes and styles, and I just create. For me, if you just say I have a favorite color, I'll go with that, and it'll consist of uh, blinging the hat out to painting on the hat to putting jewels on the hat, just different unique things. Whatever, if you say you like dolls, I mean, I'm gonna create something with a doll on it, but it's, using my imagination and just listening to the customer, like, if they tell me there's a certain thing that they like. If not, I just create and they just purchase the hats.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Well, when I saw the hats, they're really nice. I'm telling you.
Thank you, thank you,
I'm like, I gotta ask her this question.
thank you.
You're welcome. Are there, since we're talking about events coming up, are there any events coming up?
Yes, on October 19th, Let's Get Lit series is the Literary Lounge. It's going to be at Aqua. It's part of the WFO Wealth, Health, Wellness, and Education Expo. So I believe it starts at 11 o'clock in the morning. I'll have more information on my Facebook page once I create my flyers, because like I said, I'm looking for more authors to be a part of the series, the Let's Get Lit series, where each author will read a passage from their book, and it's like introducing yourself to the community, because I feel like our local authors, so many people don't know about them. I mean, some of them never had a book release, so it's time to let everybody know that they're out there, and then your book will be included in all the book nooks throughout the city. So my goal is to, every time a book nook is placed, your book will be a part of that. And also, I'm looking for sponsorships too. I have people that have bought a sponsorship where that book nook will be named after their business.
Ooh,
He
okay.
said, "Ooh, yes."
So when you say book nook, so what
Mhm.
do book nook mean?
It look okay, what it is bookshelves, and that
Oh,
bookshelves, yes, it's not like the little nooks that they have, outside throughout the neighborhood where you see books inside of the little houses. This is actually bookshelves with a seating area where
ooh,
you can actually sit down, you can read a book, and it depends on where it's at. You might find journals there so you can write, you might find games there, educational games there, just stuff to keep people creative, just artwork, where you might want to create a piece of artwork after you read a book. So that's my goal. Hopefully in November, I will launch my first book nook in either a community center, a shelter, or a nursing home.
okay. I like that. Okay. And it's good that we're talking about this event because now you can tell me about the event now because we're in the monthly spotlight now. So,
Okay.
but before I go into that, where can we find you? I'll just put that out there right now.
Okay, where can you find me? You can find me everywhere. No.
Okay. You're making me crack up now. It's a good thing we're family.
You can find me on Facebook. You can find me as Lisa Brown, because that is my real government name. You can find Exclusively by Angel Lee on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram, leah.lexus. On Instagram, you can find my website. How did you find me? Wait a minute. How did you find me?
Well, well, since we're family, you know I got family connection, okay? To find you. Our family connection is Leslie, our cousin. You're the one that had to give me your website, okay? So
Okay.
let me see if I can talk to my cousin and I'll hook you up. I'm like, okay, let me know. So that's how I found you,
That's
so
how you found me?
yeah,
You
that's how
found
I found she said, "I'll hook you up. I'll talk to her about it, and I'll let you know." I said, "Well, by the way, since you're doing that, ask her and see if she's interested in me interviewing her then for my show." She was like, "Okay, I'll do that right now." And I was in the car with her at the
Uh-huh.
time when she sent you the message.
Okay. Okay, I'm like, "Sure, it's not a problem." I'm like, "It's family." I'm like, I didn't even know we were family until I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "See," I said, "See how, Buffalo's so small?" Buffalo's very small.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
So
very
that's
small.
how I knew about your website. So,
Okay.
and let me check it out. So I
Yep, I'm like, "Check me out."
so we got like I said, we got a family connection.
Yes, definitely, definitely, and shout out to our cousin Leslie, who is such a beautiful and great person, and she's always supporting.
Yes, she is. She always, like I said, she always brag about me because she's very supportive. So,
Mm.
and
Yes,
if I
indeed.
don't call her, if I don't call, she would call me. So, see what's
That's
going
awesome.
on.
That sounds just like her.
Yes.
That sounds just like her. But also, I would like, far as the Let's Get Lit literacy, series, I pretty much it's a series of 4 events,
Oh,
the first one was in July, the next one is in October. December is gonna be a little different because we're gonna be going into the nursing homes and doing different things. I feel like we forget about our elderly all the time, so that is part of the Let's Get Lit series, though. In February, of course, we'll do something to honor, it's all about Black History Month.
oh
Then come
yeah.
May is our big month. May is when we're gonna have our literacy awards. Okay, we're gonna have a big event, and it's recognizing people in this city, whether you wrote a book, newspaper, poetry, um, storyteller, you name it, anything with words, because words mean a lot. I'm definitely trying to honor people, so it'll be a big event.
Okay, well that's good. Like you said, mentioned about Black History, so I was actually featured for Black History last February. So
Okay,
yes, Black History is a good thing. People need to know about their Black History.
exactly. That's true. We got so much going on now. So yeah, we got a lot of history going on. So
Yes, we do. Got Black History. My birthday's also in February.
okay.
Yeah, that's the reason why I had to kind of change my nickname because it was really Valentine Diva, but then
Uh-huh.
I changed it. I think I'm gonna change it
Okay. Okay.
because my birthday is really on Valentine's Day. That's why I say Valentine Diva.
Friday, sweetheart. That sweetheart, sweetheart.
Yes, and
Have a
Leslie
big red
actually took me
party.
out for my birthday. It this past February.
Okay. Okay.
So I see you actually went to have me be at your event.
Yes. Yes, most definitely.
I cannot wait to be a part of your event. Thank you
Yes.
for thank you for actually inviting me to come. 'Cause I would love
Thank you. I'm like, "Thank you." I'm like, I'm putting it out there to, book authors. It's a select few. It's only 4 that we will be, recognizing at the event. But as each event, we have each event is always I'm always reaching out. Also, the book authors will have the opportunity to sell their books, so you can set your table up and sell your books at the event. It's gonna be a lot of people at the event, so it's a great event.
oh good, well good to know because I will have both of my books. So it's a good thing to know that. So and I guess I might as well just put it out there now before the shout out. The first one is called Olivia the Bully, which she gets to she's actually the bully technically through her eyes, and then she kind of learns, kind of learns the ropes and everything, and not to be the bully anymore. So,
Okay.
and then the second one is called Olivia and the Flying Meatballs. That's the second
I've
one.
seen that. I like that. I was like, I love that.
It's kind of funny, but it kind of stuck to us. So,
Mhm.
and that one is actually based on respect and manners and how to be polite to yourself and others.
Mhm.
I said that one have I see it nowadays that nobody do not have respect for themselves,
Mhm. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
including little kids. So,
Exactly.
so I'm going to be doing a book on respect.
Okay. Okay. It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But now, since we mentioned about social media, and since you put your stuff out there already, now I got social media, and I know you already follow me on social media, so I might as well
Yes.
put my stuff out there now. Do not forget to use Angie Everett Show 2.0 to like me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram at Angelic Eve Show. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Angie Everett Show 2.0, or go to my website, angeliteshow.com. Here is my email as well to book to be on air with me. Little tongue tied, sorry about that. Which is Angelique Show d- dot diva02 at gmail.com. Okay. Now I know you would like this because now we're down to my positive energy and vibe corner. So
Okay.
you would like this. But before I get into that, I always have affirmations. The affirmations or inspirational quote. So, and I decided to do some affirmations. A really good friend of mine actually gave me like a as a box, like a uh, self care quote, but in a box. It's got a self care box with affirmations and stuff in it. And I know this one I got two of them that I know you will like. So take your time on a task or activity you would normally rush. I knew you might like that one.
Mhm.
But this one, since you're the creative director, this one will kind of shoot your fancy. Create time, and we discussed this. Create time for yourself to unwind.
Most definitely.
I knew you might like that one. So, okay. We already talked about all of this. Now we're going into the positive energy and vibe corner. So, what do you do uh, positively?
To relax. Wait a minute. I'm like
Okay. Yeah.
to re- I'm like relaxing is like one of my biggest things. Um just taking time for myself, helping others, sharing whatever I have, any knowledge, anything that I can give. I believe in paying it forward. I mean, why not help somebody else? Because somebody helped me. Relaxing is a big thing for me now because time waits for no one. We are so busy today, lifing. I'm like, we're just so busy that we never sit down and just take a time to breathe and reflect. So that's a big thing for me. Family is a big thing for me. Friends are a big thing for me. And just like I said, paying it forward, just reaching out to people because you never know what you can do or say that can make somebody's day or change somebody's day. So I'm just like, I'm all about that love thing. Love is love.
I definitely agree about that, especially self-love.
Exactly.
I'm all about self-love. You have to love yourself in order to love
Ex-
others.
That's true. 100% true.
And I got a lot of positive things in my life just going on. I got a lot of book opportunities, including Get Lit. And I'm going to a lot of conferences as well too. I'm going to Saratoga Springs, New York in November.
That's nice.
Thank you. And I'm going to Canal Side actually in October before
Okay. What are they having at Canal Side
is
in October?
the disability parent group.
Okay.
They always do their event every year, and it's going to be at Canal Side. It's called Step Up for Down Syndrome.
Send me the information.
Okay. And
Okay.
they always order a book from me. Uh, the first book they ordered 100, so this time they ordered 150 books of mine for the second one.
That's
So
nice.
thank you. So I'm going to be there, for all the walkers and that. The walkers going to be there, and
Hmm.
after they walk, they're going to have me sign a book and everything.
Okay.
So it's going to be a nice event. So
Okay. Send me the information.
I will. And I got a lot of I got a lot of family that support me, including our cousin Leslie. I go to her for everything, including my financial. So
Okay. Okay.
now I got a shout out, which I'm shouting out Leslie, by the way. Hey, Les,
What's up, cuz?
we got family here. All right, now I got a shout out because now I can talk about the second book now. Spoiler alert, my second book is out, y'all. And it's also ready for sale too. Plus, it's ready for sale in stores and online now as well. So it's on the Barnes and Noble. It's on online at Barnes and Noble. So you can go online and get. I got both of my books online at Barnes and Noble. So you can get either the original or the newest one that just came out. My first ever bookstore that I put my book in is Alice Ever After Books. It's on it's 295 Parkside Avenue in Buffalo. All I gotta do is go on over there and say Engelic sent y'all. It's also at Dog Ears Bookstore and Cafe on Abbott Road, 688 Abbott Road. And it's really nice over there. So the owner is really nice, and I haven't checked out the cafe yet, but he got like a little cafe in there too. So as you read your book, it's also at the Monkey See Monkey Do online as well. So all I gotta do is just tell them the Angie sent y'all. Go to on the website and check out the book. And that's it. I will let you know if it's at any other stores or if it's online. I will definitely let y'all know. So I had to add some new stuff to my show. So I got a throwback corner, throwback zone. So if y'all want, if all of you want to watch some throwback episodes of my show, let me know. Or if you want to listen to my podcast, to some older episodes of my podcast, let me know and I'll hook y'all up. Yeah, I would love you. I would love for all of, I would love for all of you to come and check me out, watch me, or listen to me. So I'm on all of the platforms on the podcast, which would be Spotify, iHeartRadio, uh, Pandora, and Amazon Music. And I think that is it. Anything else you want to say, Miss Angel Lee?
Well, I thank you very much for having me on your show. I look forward to our connection, which is going to be a great connection.
Yeah,
And guess what? I'll be talking to you soon so we can get information from you so you can be highlighted on Let's Get Lit Literary Lounge.
I cannot wait. Okay. I am your host, Angelique, and this has been another episode of Angie Everett Show. I want to say thanks to my special guest. This time, I'm not going to say Angel. Thanks, Lisa, for being on my show.
You're more than welcome.
I'm Angelique. I'm rocking it.